All right, are you a fan of the 4711 Aqua Colonia collection of fragrances? Are you aware that they are launching an ABSOLUE collection of fragrances? They come in the same bottles, but all dark, noir, very, very beautiful black bottles. And there's 6 of the different fragrances in the collection, and all of them are created by a different perfumer. There's even a fragrance created by Julian Rasconnais, who I'm a big fan of. But there's Alexandra Monet, there's Musk Mark Buxton, and of course a few other perfumers that I'm not too familiar with. But I'm a big fan of the 4711 Aqua Colonia collection of fragrances, and I'm really looking forward to getting my nose on the ABSOLUE collection of fragrances. Again, there are 6 of them. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is Vibrant Musk, and this one is created by Alexandra Monet. Obviously that they're doing a musk, this seems like they're more luxury upper end collection, so most likely these are going to be more expensive. But Alexandra Monet has created the Vibrant Musk. And this one, when you read the notes, it seems like they're using synthetic notes, molecular notes, to create a musky fragrance with cashmere wood, black pepper, that one's not synthetic obviously, but ISOE Super, Cedar, Ambrox, Musk, and Norlimbanol. I'm quite interested in this one. This one sounds really great to me, and I can't wait to get my nose on this one. The second fragrance is called Orchid Vanilla, and Orchid Vanilla is created by Mark Buxton. Are you guys familiar with Mark Buxton? It's interesting, I got to speak to Mark Buxton. I've known him for some time. I've known of his fragrances, and during Beauty World Middle East in Dubai, he was at a booth for Lutzi, a firm that creates fragrances. There's perfumers working there, so you're a brand, you contract out their firm, and you get to work with a perfumer. So they were previewing all these gourmand fragrances in their most amazing looking booth. And so I got to speak to him. But so it turns out he's making a kind of a gourmand fragrance here for 4711 Aqua Colonia, and this is ABSOLUE Collection Orchid Vanilla. So this features notes of musk, amber, bourbon vanilla, centifolia rose, jasmine sambac, orchid, peaches, freesia, and dewdrop. Dewdrop. What do you think about a dewdrop in a fragrance? So there's probably going to be a watery effect happening, a dewy effect happening in this Orchid Vanilla. Sounds really great. Vanilla has always been a favorite fragrance note of mine, so always going to check out anything with vanilla in it. So I'm curious about this one. But this next one doesn't sound as exciting to me. I'm excited for the overall collection, but with the notes, and I don't even know this perfumer, so don't know what kind of work she does. It's Mirella Pomina, but the fragrance is Midnight Sandal is what they say. So it's sandalwood, basically, midnight sandalwood. So is it a dark sandalwood fragrance? We shall see, but I don't know Mirella Pomina. Are you guys familiar with this perfumer? I'm not. It's the first time I'm hearing her name for this particular collection of ABSOLUE fragrances from 4711 Aqua Colonia collection. But notes are sandalwood, amber, vetiver, Indian jasmine, heliotrope, cardamom, bergamot, ginger, coriander seed. If anybody's gotten their nose on these fragrances, I'm not 100% sure if they're launched. I don't think these fragrances ever make it to the States unless they go to the discounters. So we're going to have to wait for these to hit the discounters before we can end up with them. Otherwise, we're going to have to get them when we go to Germany, because this is a German brand. I don't even see this brand selling in France, so it's very hard to get, but I can always find them at the discounters, and I'm very curious to get my nose on this collection. We'll see what kind of price point they're going to have. Also, definitely going to be more expensive because it's the ABSOLUE collection, so they're going to be higher concentration, even though they're Aqua Colonia Aqua kind of a thing. So we'll see. But the fourth fragrance launching from the 4711 Aqua Colonia collection ABSOLUE fragrances is Amber Mandarin. Now I like this idea, Amber and Mandarin, although Hermes did that already. Didn't they do that already? Yes, they did. So this is a fragrance created by Miro, Branimir, Senjak. I also don't know this perfumer, but I like the sound of this one more than the last fragrance with the SANDAL. This has notes of musk, patchouli, amber, black cardamom, iris, osmanthus, orange, green mandarin, pink pepper. Yeah, I like the sound of this one. Definitely sounds great. The patchouli, the musk, the amber, the cardamom, of course the iris, the osmanthus gives it this fruitiness. Then of course oranges and green mandarin mandarin and pink pepper, the pepper giving it a bit of a spicy kick. So I'm curious, definitely curious about this one, but I'm also curious to see who Miro Branimir Senjak is. The fifth fragrance is Smoky Tonka. Tonka fragrances are great, but a smoky version of it, maybe it's good. Maybe it might go into a tobacco direction. Tonka, you get a bit of tobacco-ish, accords from it. So I feel like maybe they're going into a bit of a smoky tobacco-ish direction with this one, but it seems more gourmand. This is created by Daniela Marti. Once again, I don't know this perfumer at all. This has notes of praline, vanilla, Brazilian tonka beans, sandalwood, cinnamon, oaken barrel, green cognac, and bergamot. Does this sound great to you? Where is the smoke coming from? I don't know. We'll see. It does sound great to me, and then also I don't know this perfumer either. I don't know who Daniela Marti is. If you guys know, if you've heard of this perfumer, do let me know. And if the Smoky Tonka sounds great to you, let me know. And then the sixth and final fragrance is a fragrance called Majestic Leather, created by Julien Rascanet. Yes, I'm a fan of his fragrances, and I'm a fan of leather fragrances, and I feel like Julien does great leathery fragrances, especially one for Van Cleef & Arpels called Orchid Leather. This is Majestic Leather. So this has notes of black leather, vanilla, patchouli, rose, Balkans tobacco, cypriol, cloves, plums, and saffron. Yeah, he does great work, and this one sounds really, really intriguing and interesting. I like the fact that it's tobacco along with the leather. There's vanilla here to sweeten things up. There's a fruity touch in here, which is great. Cloves and spices and things like that. Saffron to intensify the leather even further. This one sounds the best out of the bunch for me, and the one I'm familiar with the most as far as a perfumer goes. I like his work a lot. I love Orchid Leather, so I just hope this is going to be quite distant from Orchid Leather smelling, hopefully it's not going to be like similar, but the fact that it has plums makes me think it might be kind of similar to the Orchid Leather from Van Cleef & Arpels, but it could be a less expensive version of that fragrance, especially since this is more of a budget line, but a more expensive version of a budget line of fragrances. But yeah, Majestic Leather sounds really, really great, created by Julien Rascanet. But the whole collection, I definitely want to get my nose on it. If anybody's gotten their nose on it, do let me know. Put a comment down below so I can find out. But let me know also if you're a fan of this collection of fragrances. They have a ton of great fragrances. The Sunny Seaside of Zanzibar is a really great, fresh, tropical, warm kind of a fragrance with kind of beachy undertones and coconutty touches. And then the Awakening Woods is also really, really great. I really love that one. It's kind of a green, fresh, woody, aromatic, spicy fragrance. But there are some great fragrances from this collection. There's even the ACQUA COLONIA. There's ACQUA COLONIA Intense, and I think the two fragrances I just mentioned are from the ACQUA COLONIA Intense, but the regular ACQUA COLONIA collection, the Blood Orange, and I think it's Basil, is also really, really great. Great smell, very fresh, very refreshing. If you can find them at a budget price, do get them, because some of these fragrances are really, really great. I highly recommend them, especially if you like lighter fragrances, cologne-style fragrances, but with some interesting notes and characteristics with the fragrances. But again, also, do let me know if you've checked these out. Put a comment down below and let me know which one sounds the best to you. But either way, guys, thanks so much for watching today. Stay tuned for more videos later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.